All we need is a place to be and a few good friends for some company. If you'd like to stay, you don't have to leave. We'll leave the lights on and the door unlocked. If you drop on by, you don't have to knock. We're happy to share whatever we've got.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Sunday Funday. Tis me, Carl from Carl's Bearded Banter, and obviously a Bearded Banter on Book of the Face. Now, what's going to happen today? I'm not telling you. Okay, I will do. I'll let you know. Yes, we're going to do the draw for some fantastic prizes here. We've got two prizes that we're giving away today, actually. One has been donated by my fantastic, fantabulous, wonderful, amazingest friend who's joining me today. That shall be Mr. One and Only Richie Finney. That is Captain Fawcett's right-hand man. He shall be joining me momentarily, obviously from Captain Fawcett. He's giving away a beard oil from for the Flat Cap Friday for this week. So if you're interested in, that's it now. All entries are closed, so we can only do what we can do. And the second one is from a previous time ago when one of our wonderful friends, Steve Fleming, donated one of my beanies, my Bearded Banter beanies for Flat Cap Friday. And I didn't do the draw, and then I forgot to do the draw. And so I'll have to do the draw for that as well. So we'll be giving away the two prizes today. Hopefully you'll be with us. All we want to know today, are you smiling? Have you been up to anything good? Please let us know in the comments. And are you team tea or team coffee? Inquiring minds want to know, what are you drinking tonight? Is it tea or coffee? Or, a cup of cocoa? Inquiring minds do want to know. So please let us know in the comments. Obviously, if you have any questions for Mr. Finney, just pop them in there. No problemo. I see you're all kind of clicking in now. I'm sure we'll get a few more of you as we go along. I might be a few seconds late. We'll point out why. I don't know if you can see it. Just tipping my finger there. Was making tea earlier, or checking on tea. I pulled the chicken out the oven just to check on it. It had the tin foil over it. I went to pull it out. Well, the wife says, go and take the tin foil off the chicken. To be truthful, the wife told me what to do. So I went to the oven with my kitchen towel in hand, opened the oven as you do, and went in to grab the tray, the oven tray, or the oven shelf that the chicken was on to pull it out. And as I did, the tea towel somehow fell off that finger, and I grabbed hold of the oven tray shelf with my bare finger. So it's very sore. You can see there's going to be a nice little blister coming along there. So I've been sulking all afternoon in lots of pain. Been unable to twiddle and faff with my beard really today because it's just so, ouch, it is. So I've had it underwater and I put some beard butter on it to cool it down. It's not doing too bad. So I hope you've had a more eventful, enjoyable Sunday than I have so far. But it's all made up for that because indeed we do have Mr. Richie Finney joining us in the house. On Tubadoo joining us, we have Dan. Hello, sir. Hello. Talking to the beanie that's up for the offer, mate. I do believe you're the only one that's got two entries because you entered in the Bearded Banter Facebook group and you entered on my personnel Book of the Face page. So you got the two entries in there. Your entries are, so I've got it wrote down. 17 and 26. So that's something for you to look out for. Johnny Maris is in the house. Hello, sir. Hello, everyone. Hey, Carl. I'll drop in and out as the kids are. It's the kids' bedtime. I know. I'm thinking of going even later, maybe 8 o'clock, because Sunday doing it at 6. It's a big rush. I had to rush down, eat my tea. It was about 5:15. Tea was ready. I was setting up, so I ran down, stuffed my tea into my face, ran back upstairs.
I bet it was chicken.
With the chicken, yes. Out there, that's chicken. And then, I had to rush back up and get this ready. I think most people are having their tea around now. So maybe let me know, do you think 8 o'clock would be a better time? Rather than earlier on. I don't think mid-afternoon on a Sunday is a good one. I think maybe later on in the evening when we're more relaxed. Good evening, says the Beard Troublemaker. Hello, sir. Good evening, Carl. How are you doing? Richie Brooks in house. Evening, gents. Can't stay long today. Sorry to say, Mr. Richie Brooks. Okay, then. You have a question for Richie. So I think what we'll better do, we'll bring Richie in now, and then I'll put that question to him. So, uno momento. I shall bring in my guest. Let's have a drum roll and bring him in. I hope this is is it the timpani roll? There we go. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, here we have the one and only Captain Fawcett's right-hand man, Mr. Richie Finney, is in the house. Hello, sir. How the diddly you deviling?
I'm well, but I just want to clarify something from your introduction. And obviously, I'm very sorry to hear about the affair with the chicken this afternoon. But you mentioned the bearded banter penis, and I was just that's how it came across. And so somebody's won one of these, have they?
Bearded banter penis. Beanie.
Beanie. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay. It's a little larger than that.
Moving swiftly like that. We know where your mind lives then, sir. That's all we can say from that. We know where you
It's
live.
my hearing. It's all gone, and my hearing's kaput. What?
Either that or you hear what you want to hear, shall we say?
Yeah, indeed. Yeah, cool.
I'm going to check. I'll bring up Book of the Face on my phone so I can see the comments that sometimes they don't always pop up for some reason. When on my stream here. So if I do miss your comments, my apologies. And yet again, when I go to my phone, I can't find the link. It doesn't pop up. So.
Well, I just want to say thank you very much indeed for having me back on Bearded Banter. I mean, this is the second time, and it's a true honour.
It's always always a honour to have you. Is it honour? Is that right? Honour, yes. Honour. Do you pronounce it?
I know something about that. Remember, there's one of those fairground boards you used to get. You know, if you didn't get the goldfish, you could get a board. And I'll never forget having one as a child, which went along saying something like, "She offered her honour, he honoured her offer, and all night long it was honour and offer."
Yeah. I do love that little detail. It's fantastic. Right. A few more hellos. Colin Fian's in the house from over in Ireland. Hello, Colin. How you doing? And Johnny Maris gives us a hello. Johnny's from the UK Beard and Moustache Club, is it called, Johnny? I think that's where you're from. So good to see you. Right. Richie, the question from Mr. Brooks was, do you ever, and it kind of relates to what we're doing today, I was giving away the prize for the Flat Cat Friday. Do you ever intend to bring back your Baker Boy stroke flat cap that apparently you used to sell, which I wasn't aware of?
Yeah, no, it's really good, and it was made in the UK, and it was really beautiful material. It was really good twill and stuff. But then it got to the point where my next minimum order was something like 600, which was completely impossible. There's no way we could have afforded it. And the difficulty as well is, you'll know, when you buy shirts or hats, you have to get a number of different sizes, and you always end up with one size that doesn't go. So it got to the point where it was just really impossible. Plus, I mean, as I said, I think it was really beautifully made and really good quality. But it was very much that Peaky Blinder period. So we ran it for 2 years, and for a number of reasons, it will be impossible to continue it.
Fair enough, sir. I'm just gutted I missed it myself. But yeah, I know it's a nightmare, isn't it? You have to buy so many, and then until all them are sold, you've got them stuck on the cat. You got them everywhere, aren't you? You got to store them somewhere.
The first lot I bought was like 80, which was really 600 out of the way. I would like to just take this opportunity. I mean, this is your show, and a full respect, but I mean, we're talking about beards and things, and I think the majority of people in the bearded community will know, Aaron and Natalie Johnson, from Honest Amish. And we're a big shout out to Natalie at the moment, who's I believe she's about to leave hospital. It hasn't gone as well as they would have hoped, but they all need our well wishes and prayers. So from everybody here to Aaron and Natalie, good luck.
I'm with you on that one, sir. That was a good call there, sir. Thank you very much. Big love and respect to both of you, and I wish you all the best, Natalie. I think was it a kidney transplant? It didn't go too well. Or
yes, it was. That was absolutely correct. Yeah,
must have been a terrible time for us. I don't know. All we can do is hope for the best. So thank you for that, and we appreciate it. or they're all saying what's up to each other in the comments, which is nice to see. What a shame. This is from Richard on your comment there. What a shame my head is massive as well. Totally get you on the sizes.
My wife accuses me of having a massive head on occasion.
Was that why you're so interested in my bearded banter penis or whatever it was you were talking about before?
Honestly, I mean, I thought it said peenie, and I don't know what. Anyway, forgive me, as you say it. Better clear my ears out. My mother told me that as well.
Do you know? Thank you, Collie. He says, Carl, your beard and tash is on point. Do you know what? Why is it like when you think you've done your worst, it ends up kind of looking the best? You know what I mean? Like I say, I've got my Rambo war wound today. I feel like Rambo today, and I couldn't really use it. I'm just thinking, I'm gonna skull like this. I think it must be the darkness. It's just the dark. It makes it look better than what it is. Trust me.
It looks good. It looks very good.
Get well soon, and best wishes to them. I have to apologise on this because, like I said, I couldn't do my tash. I wanted to do same as you. I wanted to twist this bit up with a try before. I call it my circus tent. The bit coming from here in honour of you, how you have yours, but I wasn't able to.
It looks really good, Carl, mate. Really good. I'm loving that kind of, the badger streak.
Yes, the ginger badger. That should be my new nickname, shouldn't it? The ginger badger.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
not, as the case may be. My gift from my beard sugar says, Richie, I'm loving the Nebula beard oil.
Well, that's really, really kind of you. Thanks a lot for saying that. This is really top secret, but I suppose I'll blow it here. Is that we're producing a Nebula eau de parfum, and I heard literally from John Petrucci. We've been working on it for some time, and I spoke to him yesterday, and it's all systems go. So in the new year, we should have an eau de parfum to go with.
You heard it here, folks. You heard it here first, should I say. Eau de parfum of the Nebula. Richie, you've got an amazing range of stuff there. You've got your beard oils, your balms and butters, as you do. I think one thing that doesn't get talked about much in the old bearding world, and I think it's maybe I don't know actually whether it's a good thing because it's one of them little secrets for them that do is the pomaines and the and the clays and stuff. Although I know they're seen more for head hair, but they do have their secret uses on the beards as well. And that's all I want to say on that. But you have a range of everything, basically everything the hairsuit man could require. You've got the lot, and I think you must hit the top of the table for designer beard, shall we say? I don't want when I say designer beard oils. I think most people think I don't know, like maybe I don't know, some strange Gucci sort of company, and it kind of pushes away from the beard brand. But you're totally on brand with the product. But you're also you have that strong design. I think no one tops you for your design and what's the word I'm looking for? Style. Can we, the style that you use?
Yeah, it's quite interesting, really, how that came about. As you probably know, I was in the movie industry for about 25 years. I was a boom operator, a pole holder, trying to not hit the actors and keep the microphone out of shot and stuff. Yeah. But in between films, because you never, then if it was a bad year, it's 3 months. A good year is 9 months. I used to go on motorcycle trips. And then I did a trip to India, and I'd work with the guys after that and help them set up trips and go on trips and set up new trips, and then work in the office and things. And there was this one particular guy his photography was brilliant, and he'd paid to go on one of these trips to India, and he came back, and his photography was so brilliant. They actually said to him, "Listen, you can go on as many trips as you want. We can't pay you, but we'll cover all your costs." And just get these images, which we can then, share with the people who've been on the trip. Long story. Anyway, I was on one of these trips, and most of these people on these trips, had a lot of money because these trips were extraordinarily expensive. I couldn't afford to go on one of these now, And the guy had offered me a free advertisement in this wonderful estate agent's book, but it wasn't like an estate agent's it was like hiring a Scottish estate. So you could go up there and do your fishing. It was like unbelievable. Anyway, so I was really stuck, and I came back, and this guy had given me this page for nothing. And I was really, really struggling. There was a guy down the pub in Bath. He was, cobbling something together. And every time I saw it, it was kind of getting further and further away from my original idea. Anyway, I got a phone call from the guy Ian, who about these photographs, and said, "So how's it all going, Rich?" I said, "Oh yeah, great. I'm really struggling with this design I've got," and I just told him the story I've just told you. And he said, "Tell me a bit more about it." I told him, and 15 minutes later, some print ready artwork came through. Just bang on. And Ian is a director of the company, has done all the design in the last 14 years, because we're 14 years old now. We're one of the originals.
Wow, yeah.
And another thing I'm really proud of is that Captain Fawcett still makes all the beard oils, moustache waxes and balms, everything to do with the beard is still made by us in-house. I started making it in this very room I'm sitting in now. I'm in my kitchen.
Right. Okay, it's fantastic. And you have an amazing place there. You've got the oh, I'm sorry, I forgot the name, but the what's it called? Your museum, basically, where we can
Oh,
go
the marvelous barbershop museum. Yeah,
yeah, that's a
it's
wonderful
about
place.
3,000 square meters of mantiques, and you open any of the doors. It's like the Man from Uncle if you're old like me, or the Kingsman if you're a bit younger. You go through a door, and then suddenly it's just like a kind of a working office or an accounts thing or a factory kind of place. But yeah, so that yeah. But I'm not. You started making the wax here in my
Okay.
kitchen at home. I'm not. I'm not at work now, which is rare.
Fair play. Right. I'm sorry. I'm still faffing around on it. My apologies.
Oh yeah.
Right. Okay. I mean, talking of, come on, Carl, get your head around it. I'm just trying to put this. Never mind. Talking of that guy that you met traveling in India, was he anything to do with the Maharaja, or was that another? I'll go on to this one. There's a beard oil here that I've got on now, and it's this one. I'll try and show up. In fact, excuse me, Richie. I'll go. I'll bring the. It's all about me. So I'll bring the camera onto me just so I can show this. It'll get a better image, I think, if you follow my drift. We'll bring this up here.
Carry on. I'm just here to help.
We've got the you're just a pretty face.
Well,
The Maharaja beard oil. Now this is the kind of package. I think this is the 30 ml one. He does a bigger one, the small one. This is how it comes packaged. You can see the Captain Fawcett. This is what I'm talking about: the design and the labels. And this is done in 15 minutes. You think about that. It's quite well. Not this, but you know what I mean. It's designed in 15 minutes. Fantastic. So this is a Maharaja. It's in the box with this lovely kind of bronzed or golden label with the Maharaja wrote across it there. The box itself, just look at the box inside. I don't know if you can see it. You might not be able to see with the light. It's kind of, it has this wonderful design. All the other scents as well have their own designs in there. This is just the box. This is just the packaging, ladies and gentlemen. Fantastic. And then the bottle itself, it looks. You can't really see it because of. But I mean, it's a lovely bottle. It's Captain Fawcett. It's got a kind of floral design on it, which you can't really show there. And the Captain
it's
Fawcett
Lotus.
label. Lotus, sorry.
Yeah.
Lotus flower. I think it might be because of the green screen. No, they kind of see it there.
I can see it now. That's good.
Yeah, good. And then I got the balm as well. And this is kind of the old Victorian look to it in the balm, but it's a green. Let me turn off the green screen. We can see it better without the green screen. Oh, I'm destroying the magic now. Right, there we go. It's there it is.
They're the colours of the Indian flag.
Ah, well, there you go. I never put it to that, but now you say it. There we go, back in house. So, what was the inspiration for this, Richie? How did this Maharaja come about? Because it's a wonderful scent.
Yeah, let me just correct you on one thing. So Ian designed the original kind of advertisement that had been offered free to go in the estate agent's book, and
I see.
Designing the bottle and the box like that. I mean, we've been together now for 14 years, so that would obviously take a huge amount of time. But Ian, we still do all our design in house. How the Maharaja came about. Well, I don't know who's been to India, but it's an amazing country. It's a total head fuck. I mean, it's the sights, the sounds, the colors, everything. It's just incredible. And if you ever get the opportunity, if you haven't been there, kind of go there. So I've kind of fallen in love with India, and I've ridden motorcycles up in the Himalayas and then down in the south and
Oh,
all
right.
kinds of, as part of that job that I was doing, which is one of the benefits because I wasn't paid that much. But anyway, and I just fell in love with India, the colours, the vibrancy and stuff. And there's a pal of mine called Viraj Singh, and as we know, the Singh invariably it means lion, royal, and invariably, if you've got the name Singh, not always, but it would suggest that you're Sikh, and the Sikhs are famed for the most incredible facial hair. And there's a pal of mine called Viraj Singh who runs the London Jodhpur company. We decided to do a collaboration together. And in fact, earlier this year, because we're just about to launch our products to be sold in India, and earlier this year we were in Rajasthan and filming, and all that stuff will be coming out in early next year. But I love India.
Oh, right. I've never been. To be honest with you, I mean, did you ride through India? Because you look at the roads on there. It's so hectic. They don't drive. They don't have a particular side of the road to drive on. I don't think they don't have driving licenses. So it's just you see a car jump in and just hope for the
It
best
is
by the looks of it.
absolutely chaotic. I mean, green means go, and so does red. I mean, I mean, you can be in front of like there's a kind of railway crossing. We've all seen images and photographs of people literally hanging all off the trains and
Mm.
things. And what will happen is when a train's coming through, all the barriers will go down as you'd expect anywhere. But what they will do is the cars and bikes and everything will go on both sides of the road. So it's a complete chock-a-block on both sides. As soon as the train goes through, the barriers come up and people travel about 6 feet and stop because there's nowhere to go.
Yeah, they
I
just
mean, there is, to be honest, to be fair, there is a system, but it's not readily understandable. It can be quite disconcerting because I first went to India, I mean, oh God, no, 16, 18 years ago. And since then, there's all kinds of changes as there is everywhere.
yeah.
And now you're getting the kind of dual carriageways and even some kind of motorways, but you can be driving along or riding along the motorway and somebody will come literally in the same lane, the opposite direction.
Yeah, it looks frightening. It looks ridiculous.
I mean, one of the signs you'll see quite regularly, especially as you go up into the mountains, is expect the unexpected with alarming regularity.
It sounds good. That sounds about right. But I
Yeah.
mean, being a tea drinker myself, I know we have a lot of coffee monsters out there. But and India, I suppose that has to be the home of tea. That's where we get the leaf from, or at least the majority of the leaf from. I think
Well, I
for
think to
tea.
be perfectly fair, tea originally came from China,
Yes,
and
yeah,
if we remember all the Boxer Wars, all to do with the opium, all that kind of stuff. And I think the tea was brought out, and then plantations were set up in India. Okay, so I mean, the majority of your tea these days would be either I used to call it Ceylonese or Indian. Yeah.
yes. But it does look like a beautiful place, though. Out in the forests and the hills and all that. So I mean, the buildings as well. Some of the medieval, should we call it, buildings are from that time. They're
Talk about the
fantastic.
forest. When I was the first time I went there was this guy called Viparam, who was actually a very, very, quite a dangerous guy. He was a killer. He was a sandalwood smuggler, but he was
Oh,
famed for having this really, really huge moustache. And all the villages who lived in the forest actually effectively supported him. He was a bit of a Robin Hood
okay.
character because he'd give them money back and kind of look after them. And it took years and years and years to eventually get hold of this Viparam chap. But I never forget riding through the forest at one particular time, and we had armed guards at the front and the rear of the convoy because this guy was so incredibly dangerous. But there's a bit of
Oh, wow.
moustache law in there as well. Yeah.
Fantastic. Okay, I'll go back to some of these comments before we move on. JK, sorry, JK. K, a DJ. Savor the flavor of the awesomeness in your bearded gentleman from Sugarland, Texas, is that? Just southwest of Houston, USA. Shout out to you, sir. Thank you for joining us over on Tuber Youth. Thank you. I appreciate that. Mike is saying, nice. I got the older perfume miniature collection, which is a great collection. Sounds, and the bottles that you use as well for your older perfumes, they are fantastic. It's wonderful, your design stuff. It's absolutely fantastic, sir. JK saying, gents, I do not have any growth on my face. like you have. Mine looks more like mine looks more of the shadows. Okay, it doesn't matter if you beard it or not. We can still appreciate it
Yeah, no
regardless.
problem. Persevere. Let it grow. Let it grow. Something will
Yes,
happen one day.
let it grow. Richard's saying, I have to say for me, nothing touches Captain Fawcett. I fully expect Maharaja to be my go-to range for as long as you make it. That's a lovely comment.
Thank
And
you very
cheers to
much.
you, sir. Yeah. All right, you can have one of these for that comment. Colin said, honestly, I have to say I've never tried Captain Fawcett products, but I'd love to try them. Colin, yes, you won't let down. It's not just it's an experience. That's why, honestly, I know Richie's here with me, and you'd be nice to your guests, obviously, but Captain Fawcett I'm kind of new to the Captain Fawcett range, maybe the past couple of years or so. But once I got in it just got me hooked, and it's just wonderful. Like I say, it's the design element, it's the style of it, the exotic sense in it, the idea of it. I mean, another one that I could have used for today may have been more appropriate for what we're going on to next, Richie. Was the Triumph range, which I've got, because it's based on the motorcycle. It's based on sorry, what's that comedian's name? I forgot his name.
Yeah, I was going to say Rusty Egan, Rufus
Rufus
Hound.
Hound. Yes, it was
Yeah.
kind of. Did he help inspire the scent? Did he approve the scent?
Yes, very, very, very much so. It's triumphant because he's into very keen motorcycling
Yes.
himself. But if you get the smells, it's very green. It's kind of reminiscent of
Yes.
the smells that you get when you ride along in the British countryside. It's springtime.
Right.
Yeah,
Makes sense.
that's quite, yeah.
Because to be honest with you, I thought about this when because I've not done the videos on these, on my YouTube for these yet, and a Triumph I've had for a while. I've had twice now, and I thought because it's designed like the Triumph is in the Triumph motorcycle. I think the design of the label looks like that. Correct me if I'm wrong, but no, that's where we go. But the smell wasn't. I was thinking more. They'd have like the castor oil in there, and the kind of
Yeah.
smell of that. I was thinking more of a mechanic sort of smell, but it's not. The only thing I could think of at the time when smelling it was it smells green. It actually smells the color green, and that was that. I know, don't make of that what you will, but that's what I came up with. But now you say it's more about being out on the bicycle, being out, out on the open road and into the countryside.
Yeah.
It makes a lot more sense of what it's about. And now even think about that, that would have been the perfect one for tonight's live stream, because we're going to go on to your trials and expeditions. I'll try and get through these comments before we do that, sir. Let's see where we're up to. Angie's in the house. Maharaj is the most incredible scent. It's a good job Richie likes it, as I adore him smelling of it. Fantastic. Never tired of it. I know ladies that do with this scent as well. They may be putting a bit in their hair, just to have that kind of that scent wafting. So that's a thing you could do with that, Angie. Just add a bit to your hair. Smell lovely. Richie Carl would love a tea scented beard oil. What's your thoughts on that? Well, you could go. I mean, you can get bergamot scent, which is kind of, Earl Grey. I suppose you could do that. And the other one,
You could do something that was kind of, lightish, again, with a bit of green, as it were. But you could do something kind of quite jasmine, like real China kind of type
jasmine,
tea. Yeah. You could do something quite delicate like that with a hint of, light wood, cherry kind of feel to it. Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah.
You heard it here, folks. The bearded
I
banter.
I told you about my latest Chinese tea.
No, sir, I'm claiming this has to be the bearded banter brand from Captain Fawcett's tea brand, because I'm the tea drinker and everyone else is the coffee monsters. So
I'm a tea drinker. I'm a tea. I only drink tea.
Yeah, see, we have the tea. You can't see that because I've got the green screen, but we have the nice shiny tea, and we have the ugly kind of team coffee, with the thumbprints on there, the uncouth coffee monsters. That's what they are.
Cool.
Well, I'm a tea angel. That's what I call it. So I nice one, Mike. I could do a tea scented beard oil. Yeah, we've been that one. BMG's in the house.
Hello, mate.
BMG.
Hello. How are you?
Good to see him back. What old chaps doth say he? Team tea in the house. Team tea. In the comments, are you team tea? Are you team coffee? Now, if you're a coffee monster, it doesn't matter. We still appreciate you, ish. But hashtag love the team T. So let me know. Right. So the other thing that you do have a big motorcycle. It's a big one. It's like I don't know motorbike. It's like a big Honda Goldwing. That's the only thing I could describe it to. That's my aging. I don't know what it is. I don't know if is it a BM. What
Well, to be honest, my wife's in the next room, so I've got to be very careful what I say here.
oh
But I do have a few bikes.
well, what was the one you used for this
And
trip?
okay, I use the one that I imagine to be the most reliable because I've got some kind of antique stuff you can't guarantee to
Yeah.
get to the end of the ruddy road. But I used the BMW. It was comparatively small. It was a 650, so it's the detuned 800 GS, which looks like a kind of an adventure bike. But I mean, these really big BMW GSs, they're too big for me. I can't get on them. And the important thing, if you're doing something slightly off road, is you do need your feet to be able to touch the floor, at least the balls of your feet.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you can stop on a mountain road,
Yeah.
that's it. That's the
Yeah.
end of that. So, but we decorated the whole bike, as it were. We wrapped
Yes.
the whole bike for the trip, and it was called Captain Fawcett's Great Expedition, and it was spread over. I mean, whatever our personal positions on Brexit, right? There's
Yeah.
no that's kind of irrelevant here. However, it has to be said that it has adversely affected business, and we know some of our chums now within our own world who
Mhm.
are actually struggling, and some businesses are actually closing because they've lost their sales into Europe, and it's really, really, really difficult now, and the costs involved and duties, and it's a clusterfuck,
It
frankly.
is.
Anyway, yeah. So what I thought I'd do is there's nothing like going to meet people. Meet your customers, meet your ambassadors, meet your distributors. So I thought literally I'd get on my bike. So in 10 weeks, it was spread over three separate trips. But in 10 weeks, I rode 12,500 miles and visited 27 different countries.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
We'll go on about it more, so we'll hold some back. We will say, talking
Mm.
of the well, the stupidity with the Brexit. That's my opinion on that. We'll leave it there. I know, like I say, people do have other opinions, but it's affected this show itself. Actually, well, it's affected this competition because I've made it the winner of the beard oil. UK only. Obviously, that's for postage, to post out, because otherwise, if it was someone, well, even our friends here from Southern Ireland, it's costing double, maybe 3 times the amount of postage, and you just can't afford it these days. So even I've kind of have an effect on just sending prices out. It's just because of the post. It's just ridiculous what's charged out there now. So I
Well, it's
agree
not
with you on
just
that.
the postage. The thing is, you might send it, and depending on the price. But the thing is, when the person gets it, they may not get it, and then they may have to pay import
Duty,
duty
yeah,
and tax and tax on that. So
yes.
it's a yeah.
It's it's a terrible state, and they don't seem to do anything about it. The British government on this, it just seems to be letting the businesses wallow in this at the minute. At least me, and I'm no businessman or
Well, yeah,
hey,
well, yeah. I mean, that's a whole
yeah, it's a different
thing.
story.
It's making it very, very difficult to export. That's really
Yes,
the thing.
yes,
Yeah.
right. So I'll carry on with his comments. We've got a Dan. He's right. So there's no wrong, but Dan is right with the Team T there, so we can appreciate it. Calling Team T, coffee sucks. Okay. My good friends, good to you on. Good to see you on, Rez. So Lee's welcome here anytime. I keep asking him. Come on, Lee. One, getting hold of him, I only contact through Book of the Face. It's the only way to contact him. And it takes him about 20 years to look through his messages, I know. So I'd love to get him on one day. Angie saying, Team T forever. Big respect to Angie. Team both, says Richie Brook. Coffee Monster from Bay Struggle. Magnificent. Brexit sucks, trying to get to ROI. I don't know who that is. That's obviously
Deliveries to the Republic of Ireland.
okay. Yeah, gotcha. Right. I didn't get deck 8. Right. Okay. Well done, sir. Thank you for that. Deliveries. He's in there. He's corrected it. Right. As you can see, that messed my brain up. Richie, what I'm going to do, we're going to ask you about your trip, where you started, and also because you did this So I want to know,
Mm.
there must have been times when, well, God says times when it was, going through some lovely to travel through Europe, but there must be some dodgy places where you didn't want to
Oh
stop
yeah.
and how you dealt with them. And sleeping, was it always hotels? I know you're a man of pleasure, so was it always that the nice hotels, or did you ever rough it in a bus stop and things like that? But we'll get on that in a minute. We'll play this track. We'll give you this. Will give you the.
Yeah.
How long is this one? 3 minutes to do what you must do, sir, and then we'll come back. This is as a dedication to you. This is from Suffolk City. It's called Road Masters. Let me
Oh,
get
cool.
this up. Have a bit of this. Let me know what you think after.
I waited at the stop sign, got a hole in my head, carefully entwined
DJ
on the
Fawcett.
roots of the dead. Somebody help me out. For 7 years I waited. You buried me alive. The crying of the angels got my soul running dry. Can somebody tell me why? A desperate change of mind. I waited at the stop sign by the never-ending road. Been hanging around for ages. Now I've come to take you home. No one's gonna see you. No one's gonna know. I'll meet you at the stop sign by the never-ending road. Somebody tell him why. A desperate change of mind. I waited at the stop sign.
Oh, he waited at the stop sign. Back in the house. He waited and then he flew back. He went off. He was quick then, wasn't he, at the end there?
He was indeed.
He wasn't. Yeah, sorry, sir. But, that was Roadmasters. That was Suffolk City. Sorry, with Roadmasters. He waited at the stop sign, which I'm sure you did, and followed all the rules of the road, unless you were in India. When I don't like said, is there any? we're unsure. Richie says, "Have a good week, everyone. I'm off to a paranormal investigation. Hope to see you again soon." That's inspired my curiosity. Sounds fantastic. Sounds like a good laugh. That could be fun. Interesting. Dan says, "Sounds scary." Nice.
I was going to
let me
go.
know how it goes. A nice song. Sorry, go on.
I was going to go to this psychic fair, but it was cancelled due to unforeseen circumstances.
But I'm bummed. Go on, we need it. There we go.
Sorry.
Yes, sir. So this travel, where did it start in Europe, should we say, and then where did you finish?
Okay. It was divided into 3 trips. The first one was 2 weeks. It was just in Spain. And that was the only time I really had any great problem with the bike, and the clutch went. So I was 2 weeks in Spain. And then the second trip actually started in Holland, and then I rode from Holland up into Germany, and then Denmark, and then from Denmark into Sweden and Norway, and then across to Finland, and then down through Estonia, Latvia, Lithuania, Poland, and through North Germany and back. And that was something like 4,000 miles. That was 4,500 miles. That second trip.
Yeah.
And then the last one actually went south, as it were. So this time it went into Germany again, into Holland, into Germany, and then down into the Czech Republic, into Hungary, Romania, Bulgaria, Serbia, Croatia, Slovenia, up into Italy, and then back up through France, Switzerland, Liechtenstein. So it's quite mad. But it was very hard, because I think people were expecting, when I arrived at places, they were expecting that I was a part of some crew. It was real graft. I mean, I think in the 31 days, there was 28 different hotels, and it was hotels, and I'll explain why. Because I was getting up, and I was riding anything between 100 and 300 miles a day. While I was riding, I was visiting barbershops.
Yes.
Each night I was tying up with either an ambassador or a distributor or whatever. And if I was lucky, I was getting to my hotel room about 10 o'clock at night. I would then edit the photographs. There could be anything up to, 200, 300 photographs, which I'd edit down. And then every morning I would still get up at 5 and write the blog. And the blog would take 2 or 3 hours to do. And then I would continue on. So it became, you had to be very, not ritual, but you had to do everything just by rote. You had to do everything in a particular way.
Yeah, regimental.
That's it, regimental. And you had to be really, very disciplined.
Yeah.
And you got into a kind of thing, but it was really quite hard. I mean, I'm so glad that I've done it, but I mean, it certainly wasn't a holiday.
Yeah, it does. I mean, it does. I mean, again, it sounds wonderful. It sounds like, one of them kind of, it's like a once in a lifetime sort of thing, but it does sound hard, the long traveling all day. It's got to be hard on your bum, on your posterior for the start.
Well, I've set up a GoFundMe page now for reconstructive surgery. So if any of your guests want to send a few pence for my new arse, I'd be very much appreciated.
Yeah, or your donut balloon or two, more than welcome. So, inquiry minds, what you're drinking? Also, to the people in there now, we've got the tea and coffee. So, I didn't ask you what you're drinking there.
Well, I'm alcohol free now. I've been come last November 5th. I've been clean 6 years. I used to be a bit of a mess. So, in this actual fact, it's elderflower with some sparkling water and a hint of non-alcoholic martini.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds interesting.
Yeah.
I'm just on the fizzy water. I mean, I did have my cup of tea, but I'm now on the fizzy water. As I did know, you're kind of teetotal, as we say. So I avoided doing a drinking one.
Well, I started when I gave up drinking. I drank a lot of fizzy water because it gave you that feeling of still having a kind of a beer. It still gave you that kind of, So, but I drink fizzy water most of the time.
Okay, I like the idea that. Was it elderflower? But I just wondered I'm trying to lose some weight. Does it not add is there not quite a lot of sugars in that? Add on the old calories.
Yeah, but it is, and I just put a teeny weeny drop just to take the edge off, and then put that non-alcoholic martini in, which is a bit of a treat. And I probably only have a glass of that at the weekends.
Okay, enjoy whatever tickles your fancy, as they say, sir.
Yeah.
So, I mean, are you a bit of a dab hand with the old? So if your bike breaks down, do you know what to do, or do you have to get somebody? You have to get a man in, as they say, or a woman.
I haven't got a clue.
So when the clutch went, was it the old AA, and then you're waiting at the roadside?
Well, no. In actual fact, I was really racing. I had to get to somewhere in a particular time because this barber shop had laid on about 30 or 40 bikes were meeting me, and a whole big bloody spectacle. So I was really pinning it, as fast as this bike would actually go. And then it just started to go slower and slower and slower, and just came to a fucking grinding bloody halt. And I actually phoned a pal up in England and described the things. Anyway, so we managed to get some recovery. And then I recovered the bike because it's really quite complicated. I do have, RAC or whatever you call it.
Yeah.
But I did manage to get it recovered to my friend's place, Tian, when I was 8. And they loaned me a bike. And then we got it into a bike. This was Saturday afternoon, unfortunately. And of course, everyone's, Spain, come lunchtime any day of the week,
Yeah,
you're
it's
fucked,
cl-
frankly. And I got the bike back on the Wednesday, but I was really, really lucky that my friend Tian, runs a barber shop down in Vinnaross, knew somebody who could basically sort it out quite quickly.
Wow. Good. Right, pause on that, sir. We're going to go for the Beaner. It is a Beaner with a B, capital B, prize. Can you can help me on this, sir, for this prize?
Yeah,
Yes.
sure.
This was bought by Steve Fleming, so a huge thank you to Steve. Numbers 1 to 17. Was it 17? Yes. Can you pick a number, please, sir? 1 to
Me?
17. Yes, just pick a number, any number.
Yeah, I've got it.
Go on, just tell us, because who's that
Well,
the winner is.
If you're the magician, surely you can tell me what the number is I've chosen, can't you?
Okay, right. I'm going to write a number down. We'll see if it's anywhere near. So, right, I'm going to
Well,
write a number down.
I've got a number here.
Okay.
But, so I show you, but no one else can see it, right?
Yes.
Okay, ready? Here's my number. Can you read it? No.
No, go on. No, it's not sure. You tell us the number, sir, and I'll tell you what I've wrote down. Oh, you can see what I wrote
Well,
down.
I've written 13.
Oh, I'm so close. I put 14.
Oh,
So
13
close.
it is from me.
Well, the winner, chicken. Now let's do this party noise. Winner, chicken. Then let's go find out who won. This is for the. No, I didn't want that one. For the for the.
I love this.
For the Beaner. This Beaner.
Beanie.
It's not the Sweener. You've won a Beaner. I'll change my number to 13, so I don't forget. Let's go and check out who won that one, shall we, first, before we carry on. Let's go. Oh, here we go. Now, as you can see, when it was done, it was at Halloween. That's why it's actually Stephen who's on there. You can't see him because he's got his Jason Halloween mask on, whatever. So we did. So, sorry, you chose number 13, didn't you, sir? And
I did.
Number 13. Let's see where we're at now. Where we at? Let's go. 11, 12. Oh, 13 and 17. He had 2 in. Denny was in the house. Are you still here, Denny boy? He gives us a sound scary.
Yay!
Well done, my friend. I'm going to put his name down so I don't forget.
It looks like somebody called Carl Sullivan's won it.
Oh, yeah. I put the comments on. Yeah. Den Mansfield, 13 to 17. You stop. Okay. Yeah, you stop getting me confused, sir. How very dare you? You win the Beaner. So well done, sir. Well done, Den.
Oh, brilliant.
I bet it's gone. Doesn't surprise me. Let's come back in house. Right. So, the next one is going to be for the. It's a signature series beard oil. That's. I forgot what it's called, sir. It's a signature series beard oil, anyway. But I want to know more about this bicycle expedition. So, the bike was down till a Wednesday. At the end, was it the end of each day that you was meeting up with ambassadors and barbers and stuff? Was it every day or just,
every day? There were a couple of days when it was really a great distance to get between places. Yeah. It was a Sunday or occasionally a Monday when a barber shop was closed. So I think one of the best days I ever had was riding through Romania. And there's this road which is on Top Gear. It's called the Transvagasaron or something. And it's about 100 miles long. And it is just the most incredible. And there's literally wild bears. And they say, don't stop, and certainly don't feed the bears. And these bloody brown bears. Anyway, I came around this bend and there was a couple of cars stopped, and you could see these bears. So I actually thought, well, I'd stop and I'd keep the bike, me in between the bike and between me and the bear. But then it started to come, and I remembered I had these fucking peanuts. Because I'm not allowed to swear, am I? I remembered I had these peanuts in the backpack, and I thought, if you can smell these peanuts, yeah. So I did leg it, but that was an incredible ride. that particular day. And another Sunday was a really great ride from Split, up the Croatian coast, and that was really, 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 really good. Yeah.
Did you get to see for Romania? Did you get to see the old Dracula's Vlad's castle up there?
No, and I went down. I did ride through Transylvania because I came in through Hungary. I came in through Cluj and then went right down to Bucharest. But I didn't really. I would have liked to have had more time to have stopped and seen things. I mean, part of the reason why I did this is because let's get out there, let's meet people, and it cemented lots of the European relationships. But also, to be honest, I'm getting older, and to do a marathon like that, I mean, I met people who said they wouldn't even do it in a car, and it's something I can do in 5 years' time. Maybe I can't, in 10 years' time, 100% not. And it's about a kind of sense of achievement. So there wasn't too much sightseeing. It was a bit like a cross country run, really. Had to keep going.
Yeah, it was more of a trial than, like you say, than a sightseeing expedition. So
it was a challenge. So we're doing a post later on about how many liters of fuel, how many miles altogether, how many ice creams. That was one thing. Every night I had an ice cream.
Why not? Yes, I'm with you on that one. What would your flavor of choice? So, I mean, I'm a vanilla man all day, but what would be your favorite?
No. I like a really, really dark chocolate, but I like a vanilla with it. So you've got something to match up against it. You know what I mean? Yeah,
wonderful. Mascarpone as well. You don't see that these days, but I did like a mascarpone ice cream as well. Maybe
isn't that a kind of cheese? No,
yes, it is. What am I thinking of?
I don't think I'd want a cheesy ice cream.
Cheesy ice cream, why not? I mean, you can get. Have you seen bean flavored one? You get a. I've seen it in
America. Beanie. You've got something about these beanie flavored things.
Beans again. Baked bean flavored, like Heinz baked bean.
No. I'm strictly chocolate and vanilla. Maybe a hint of caramel on occasion.
Mascarpone. I'm sure it's mascarpone. It's like a raspberry ripple with nuts and stuff on that.
Is it?
Yeah, mascarpone. I'm sure it's mascarpone. Someone, if they know what I'm talking about, they'll let me know. I'll have to check it out in a minute. Right. Anyway, sir, I think we should go to. Should we have one more song and then go to do our draw for the oil? Do you want, sir, or do you want to go straight onto the oil prize?
Whatever you think. It's your show. Your show. I'm just here to help.
We'll have another track because I'm gonna check mascarpone ice cream. I'm sure it is. We'll have a bit of this. This is another one. This is kind of one I'm glad it didn't happen to you. This is called, basically, it's the start of the title. It's called Lost and Blind. I mean, I hate for you to get lost out there on your bike. It must be, especially when you got brown bears coming at you, and massive bears. So we'll have another one from Suffolk City, shall we? And then we'll do the draw. that echo at the end, it was meant to do that before everyone starts complaining. No, it wasn't me having a Titanic moment. So there we go. So yes, I've just checked out. It's mascarpone ice cream. Oh, we can't see
Yep.
there. This ice
I've
cream is
done
made with decadent mascarpone. Have you seen it? It's made with
Yeah.
mascarpone cheese, sweetened condensed milk, whipped cream, flavored with yummy vanilla and sea salt. It is fantabulous. I like it with the raspberry, the swirled raspberry in as well. So it is with the mascarpone cheese. Who'd have thought it? Who'd have
Okay.
thought? It's very, it's very, like I said, it's delicious. Give it a try if you can. But I don't see it much these days, anyway. Right,
No,
so we'll go to the draw now, shall we? A bit of an
I just
explanation
wanted-
onto this one. I'll
Sure,
do
mate.
this random number generator on this one, just so we can't say we're picking favourites for you here, sir, or whatever. There may have to be 2 draws for this one because we're doing it for the Flat Cap Friday. Let's go to the so we can see what we're talking about. That takes far too long to change. Far too long to change. Let me reduce that a little bit. So it's there we go. Oh, come on. Now, for whatever reason, yeah, the Simon Temple's in the house. I'm trying to position it so we can see it. No, come on.
I see Robert Mevick's been on and said hello. Hi, mate. How are you?
Always something. There's always something that has to happen, isn't it? Take it small. Come on. Right, I'm gonna have to make us smaller. My apologies for this, sir.
Oh, hello. Something's happening.
There we go. Oh, I don't know why it wouldn't do that a minute ago. No, still not doing it. That'll do. That'll have to do. So we do have. Oh, I know why. I know why. There we go. I had it. I'd selected the image. That's better. That's better, don't you think?
Yeah.
It's messing up again. We got 26 entries from this, but as the prizes will only be going out to a UK residence. There may be 2 numbers picked. The reason for why is if the number is 17 to 26, then that person will be the face of Flat Cap Friday next week. So as you saw on the other one, this one, hitherto, stop. Come on, Carl, get with it. At the top of the page for Flat Cap Friday, whoever wins, Steve won the Halloween one, their face or their image goes onto the page, if you get what I mean, for next week. So for next week, whoever wins this one, their face will go on the post. Now, if that chosen number is between 1 and 16, that person will be the face of Flat Cat Friday and also win the beard oil. But if it's higher than 16, they will just be the face, and then I'll do another draw between 1 and 16 to pick the beard oil. Do you see what I mean? So the first off will be all the numbers, just in case it's the low brand and they can do both. And if it's not, does that make sense? And then we'll do the draw for the other one. Am I talking sense there? If you lost me.
I may have to phone a friend. Hang on.
Yes, right. I'm sorry.
No, it's good. I'm sure it's all clear.
Right. We'll pick it and see what happens. So
Yeah. Oh,
if it's over 16, this will be the face of Flat Cap Fly left. No, let's just do the draw.
Oh. It stopped. We've got a number. We have a number.
12.
Yeah.
No need to delve no further than 12. I don't know what that means. I'm just trying to rhyme. I can't think of anything that rhymes with 12. 12 is a winner. Now, because 12 is between 1 and 16, that person is the face of Flat Cat Friday and wins the Captain Fawcett beard oils. Winner, chicken dinner. Let's go and find out who this shall be, shall we, sir? Because inquiry minds want to know who has won the beard oil from Richie. Oh, sorry, from Captain Fawcett, shall we say? Let's get down there. 19 and then 19. Let's see where we're at here. It's all over the place because the numbers. 7.
Ooh.
11. We're there, nearly. Oh! It's our friend Richard Brooke.
Oh, he was on earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Richard Brooke. Singing the praises of the Maharaja.
Yeah. That's good.
So, winner, chicken dinner.
Mm-hmm.
Richard Brooke, you win the signature series beard oil, courtesy of our friend here, Richie Finney, and Captain Fawcett. Let's bring us back in house. I can't even find the image here. So yeah, see, so he won, but because he's from the UK, he gets both. If he was not from the UK, he could only been a Flat Cap Friday face for next week, and we've had to done the draw again. But he can do both, and that's fantastic. Sir, how shall he come by this prize? Well, please let us know what he should do to win this.
Well, I tell you what he needs to do. He needs to give us his address. We need to have his address.
Indeed, that
and full name and address and postcode. And if he can actually get that to you as quickly as possible,
yes,
and then you pass that on to Bryony, we can ship it out as soon as we get it.
Will do. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that. Richard Brooke. And another one for Richie Finney for providing the wonderful prize for today, and for Bryony for sorting out crossing the T's and dotting the I's or whatever, and making it all possible on the old textification type stuff. So big shout out to Bryony for that.
Yeah, she's great. Absolutely great.
Yes, I think I have rambled long enough, and it's been wonderful, fantabulous listening to you, sir. Hopefully we can do it again sometime in the future, so you can join us again. We'd love to have you here, and I just want to say thank you. It's great listening to your stories on your bikes. I don't know how you do it. You must use more than Energizer batteries anyway to keep you going. That's all I can say. It's an endeavor. It's not an experience. What you call it? It's
like a Duracell rabbit on heat.
Yeah. You're like the $1 million man. What was it? Steve Rogers, was it? The $1 million man? I'm getting confused. The $1 billion man.
Austin?
Was it Steve Austin?
$1 billion man. And
Steve
I don't
Austin
know.
is the $1 million. Anyway, you'll like him, but on a bike. Congratulations. He'll be made. Angie, his lovely partner in crime is there, Angie, so she'll pass it on to him anyway. To Richard. Yes, sir. So thank you very much. Parting words, sir. Is there anything you want to say before we get gone? We go and rest and have a cup of tea in peace and enjoy our evenings.
I'll just say one thing. It's whatever you do in life, just do it to the utmost. And I have to say, really, the show that you've put together is really a lot of work goes into that, and well done. And thank you for inviting it. And I heard this quote this week. I was at some show to do with export, and it's really stuck with me. And it's from a guy called Rory Varden, and the quote goes something like this: "Success is never owned; it's rented, and the rent is due every day."
That's true. That's fantabulous. I love that saying. Endurance is the word I was looking for your bike trials. Thank you, sir. Thank you for your little quotes of wisdom and stuff like that. Big round of applause to you, sir, and thank you to everyone joining us. Hope to see you all again.
Yeah. Thank you.
Toodles.
Good night. Ciao. Rock and roll.